I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. We got Bucks news to talk about. Y'all saw that the title and the headline. But before we start, y'all know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. So what we got to talk about is I thought people would be happy for us to get a new head coach, seeing how Bud has led us astray. I had no idea, ladies and gentlemen, that we were going to get this type of blowback from Steve Kerr, from Damian Lillard, from other media pundits about us firing Bud like they haven't been watching Bucks games. It's absolutely insane. I don't know where all this outcry is coming for Bud. I understand Bud's situation. I understand what he's going through, but he has led us astray. We needed to make a change. So are they saying just because you win a championship, you should never be fired? That's insane. For Steve Kerr all the way in California to be worried about what's going on here in the Midwest. It's crazy. You're in a dogfight with the Lakers and you worried about what's going on over here in Milwaukee with Bud. Insane. Insane. It's almost like they're trying to do some type of Jedi mind trick or something like that to the Bucks, make us feel guilty to get another type of Bud. Bud was not the solution. Bud did a lot to get us on the right track. Like I said, similar to Golden State when they had Mark Jackson, he got all the ingredients to make the food, but he didn't get a chance to cook it. Bud actually got a chance to cook the food, but then the food went bad. So now we got to go back to the grocery store, but we need a new cook. That's it. That's it. You can't expect us to stick with a coach that has never made not one adjustment in game. And the whole reason we're not in the playoffs, like I said, I blame 40% on the players, 60% on the coach. Because clearly we were out coached by Spoelstra. And how do I know that, ladies and gentlemen? Look what's going on with the Knicks. The Knicks are getting ran by Spoelstra, and they don't even have all their weapons available. So clearly Spoelstra can coach. Clearly. And that's all we're asking for is a coach that can coach. That can make in-game adjustments. I'm in awe of the outrage. In the chat, can y'all please explain to me what the outrage is for Bud getting fired? Like they haven't been watching Bucks games. Like they didn't watch Jimmy Butler score 40 on us 5 games. And we didn't do anything to stop it. It's absolutely insane. I just don't understand the outcry. And then from players, and then it's like analysts talking about it. You can't keep somebody because they won a championship. We got put out after we won a championship. We got put out in the second round this year in the first round. That is what we call regression, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless of the excuses, Miami's not making excuses for not having Tyler Hero. They're still winning games. They're headed to the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm not making any excuses for the Bucks. Bud didn't do enough to get us over the hump again. Period. And also, Bud is getting way too much props for the championship that Giannis and Middleton dragged this team to the championship. They act like it was Bud making all these keen adjustments and all these interesting play calls to get us shots, and that's why we won the championship. That's not why we won the championship. We literally won the championship because Jrue, Middleton, and Giannis especially went crazy. That's what happened. They went off. They were going off in that playoff run. And we had a couple of plays go our way. It had nothing to do with coaching. They could have inserted me there and the results would have been the same. That's it, period. So let's talk about that first chat. Shout out to the chat. I just needed to go on my little rant real quick because I'm super confused about what's going on in the media right now with everybody coming down on the Bucks. It's absolutely crazy. First comment I want to address is Nabel. Shout out to Nabel. Nabel said Charles Lee is meeting with the Detroit Pistons and Toronto Raptors for head coaching jobs. The front office needs to search for the right head coach for the Bucks. We can't be rushing, letting them take their time. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree, Nabel. This is not a decision that we need to rush. And salute to Charles Lee for getting the opportunity. Maybe he could be like Darvin Ham, or maybe he'll be like Bud. I'd rather take my chances and sever ties with any Bud underlings at this point because I don't trust them. Period. Charles Lee seems like a nice guy. He seems extremely likable, but I don't know if I trust him as a head coach if you're under Bud. that means that you're under the wing of someone who doesn't make adjustments. Why would you come out of the woodworks and start making adjustments if your teacher didn't tell you? Like, it doesn't make sense. So I just don't think Charles Lee should be an option. I think he should be completely off the list, period. I don't think he should be an option. Let me get through some of y'all comments here. Oh, something else I want to address before we get into that. Hey, Mr. Cool, I shout out to you. He said, why has Bobby Portis stopped following Giannis on social media platform? Something is up. I'm not sure. That's very interesting, though, because I thought Giannis and Bobby were real cool. I wonder if it's about Bud. I wonder if that's the issue. If he feels like that he forced Bud out. And if he did, good job, Giannis. We needed him out of here. He wasn't going to help us get to the finals anymore. That's a fact. I would like an explanation from Bobby, though, of what's going on with that. That's a little interesting, to say the least, to me. A little interesting. But let's look at this real quick, y'all. So I was looking online, just doing some research, and these are the main candidates that we have for this coaching position. And I think it'll be one of these few people. We got Nick Nurse, age 55, former Raptors coach. We got Tyronn Lue, current Clippers head coach, 46, possibly could be fired. We'll see. Frank Vogel is interesting, former Lakers head coach, 49. Kenny Atkinson, I'm not too familiar with, but he's obviously comes with good credentials. Otherwise, he wouldn't be on this list. If y'all can tell me about Kenny Atkins, his pros and cons in the chat, be much appreciated. And then the last one is Mike D'Antoni, former Rockets head coach. We've discussed that in the chat. I have no clue why Steve Nash is on here. He got ran out of New Jersey very quickly, so I'm not sure why Steve Nash is on here. But I think all the other candidates are credible. D'Antoni being a little long in the tooth. I don't know if he's a reasonable option. He's 71. He probably wants to spend time for his family. So I think these two need to be off the list. D'Antoni and Nash. I don't think Nash is ready. And D'Antoni might just be a little old. So we got Kenny Atkinson. We got Frank Vogel. We got Tyronn Lue. And then we got Nick Nurse. I think those are the main candidates unless somebody comes out the woodwork. I think that's what we're looking at as far as our main candidates, in my opinion. So y'all let me know what y'all thinking here. Out of all of these coaches, I would probably say Nurse would probably be the best option, in my opinion. I think it would be Nurse. With everything he's brought to the table, he's also won a championship, so I think that Nick Nurse would be the best option in my opinion. Shout out to Romero Hill. Salute, broski. Always. Salute, bro. Salute. So what y'all think? Y'all let me know about this. Are we pretty much in unison that we're looking at Nick Nurse? I think that's pretty much in unison. Let's go through the chat though. Let me get through some of y'all chats and then we'll continue chopping this up. 7Z said it doesn't matter what others think. It's got to do what's best for the team. Frank Vogel and Nick Nurse got fired too. True. Exactly. And I don't see any I don't see anybody crying out loud for them. Corey Malone said, "Fam, every time I watch this Miami series, I get frustrated. We had the easier route to the finals, bro. This still feels unreal." I agree. It makes it even a more bitter pill to swallow, knowing that a few coaching adjustments and we should still be playing. Giannis, we got to put a lot of onus on him. He missed 13 free throws in that final game, but prior to that, I think a lot of coaching opportunities were missed by Budenholzer, which is why he's a free agent right now. I also saw that Giannis cut his hair. I don't know if that's a symbol of him starting over or starting fresh, or what the significance of that is, but I'm hoping it means something positive. Usually people cut their hair, they're just trying to start over, refresh, and get refocused. So I'm hoping that's what Giannis did by cutting his hair. The significance in that is what I'm hoping. Lee Bruce said, "I wouldn't call it an uproar. I think most people agree with it." That might be true, Lee Bruce, but people are calling us out. Steve Kerr is calling us out publicly. Damian Lillard has called us out publicly about firing Bud. That's more than I've seen for. When is the last time that you've seen players and other head coaches say anything about a coach being fired. Seriously, how often does that even happen? Christian, I said, yo, Christian, what's good? Mr. Cool said, let the league be in an upward. We the ones that suffer with, but that's my point. We're the ones suffering, yet people are saying that we were wrong for firing somebody that hasn't made a lick of adjustments since he's been with the Bucks. Not one. What up, Brenda? I said, yo, Brenda. Can't play tonight. Back to work tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Good night. Shout out to you, Brenda. Appreciate you popping in. All good. Appreciate you popping in, Brenda. Patricia P said, I said, yo. What's good, Patricia? Good to have you in the chat. Bucks number 1. What's good? Yo, what up, Amara? What up? What's good? We chopping this up. League is snapping on us about firing Bud for whatever reason. And that's what I think, Patricia. People want us to continue to fail. That's what they wanted. They wanted us to feel bad about trying to move forward. Suckers. We ain't falling for it. 7Z said, I guess Bud is a very likable guy. That might be true, but if you're not making adjustments, we don't like you. The fans don't like you, and that's a problem. Trav 414, only real Buck fans appreciate the firing of Bud. Absolutely. Great point, Trav 414. The people that appreciate it are true Bucks fans because we know why this is happening. We're not calling for Bud's head for no reason. We're not morons. Why would we fire a coach that's won a championship if it wasn't for a viable reason? That doesn't even make sense. Exactly. It doesn't even make sense why we would fire him for no reason. Oh, 7Z, great point. I forgot about that. Kerr is the same coaching tree as Bud. Okay. So he's coming to the... Okay. I forgot about that. Good point, 7Z. Jimmy Roller said, I love how the whole season in media don't mention anything about our 16-game win streak and being first in the East. As soon as we trade our coach, all of a sudden everyone has something to say. When has this ever happened before? When has there ever been outrage for a coach being fired like it is for Bud? I just don't understand it. We're going to get into this too. Bucks number 1 said we need to keep Lopez, no question. I agree. We do need to keep him, but we need to be looking for a younger version of Lopez because let's be real. Lopez is a great help defender, but if you're asking him to guard a center one-on-one, he's going to get cooked. He just doesn't have the lateral movement or quickness. So, yeah, we can keep him at an affordable rate while we look for a younger option. Or if we could trade Brook for like a Miles Turner, I would do that. Max said, what up, famo? What up, Max? Good to have you in the chat, sir. Brenda Word said, not Shannon and Skip. They do not agree with Dane. Sports is unforgiving, and this is a business, and you're expected to win. Shout out to Brenda. I know you got to work tomorrow, Brenda. I'm not going to keep you too long, but shout out to you dropping some jewels before you head out. Thogia, what's good? When is Giannis going to the New York Knicks? What are you talking about? Giannis ain't going to no New York Knicks. No. He's not doing that. His pride too high to pull some stunt like that. No. That's not happening. Dark Kent said, in the words of Dennis Rodman, Kerr ain't coaching. Shout out to Dark Kent. Let me get through everybody up in here. 81 Sleepies. What's good? So who has the best corned beef sandwich? We're not starting this, sir. We're not getting into the corned beef sandwich thing again, sir. We're not. You're trying to poke the bear. If y'all talk about it in the chat, that's fine. I'm not going to stir the pot with the corned beef sandwich again. That went left real fast. Shout out to y'all on the corned beef talk. Robert Brooks said there are a lot more guys that understand why he was let go. I think so. But it was just interesting for people to voice their opinions so publicly about Bud. That's where I thought it was weird. Mr. Smith was good. Charles Lee in the running for the Pistons coaching position. That's fine. Congrats to him. But I don't feel comfortable with him being the Bucks head coach. I'll tell you that. Okay. Gibson Nicholas said Tyrone Lue is the best option for the Bucks team for next season. Why do you feel, Gibson Nicholas, why do you feel Tyrone Lue is better than Nick Nurse? Let me ask you that. Okay, Bucks number 1 said go for Tyronn Lue. Okay, why do y'all like Tyronn Lue better than Nick Nurse? Just a question. Sanju Tay said we need a coach that will light a fire under Giannis and make him change his game. You agree? I don't know if his game needs a change, but there needs to be adjustments in how he plays. I definitely agree. Just some adjustments, Sanju Tays. I agree with that. I agree. Amtrax was good. Album on iTunes. I think Bobby just wanted to check out after the early exit. At least I hope that's all. Giannis unfollowed the Bucks a few years ago during the offseason too. Thank you for that. Thank you for that comment, Amtrax, because I think a lot of people are kind of concerned about that. Good to give reference to that. So appreciate that. Shout out to Amtrax. Patricia P said Ty Lue or Sam Cassell, period. Okay, Patricia, so you're not even a fan of Nick Nurse. Okay, I didn't know that, Patricia. But I agree with Ty Lue. I'm just wondering why Ty Lue is getting so much love over Nick Nurse. Yeah, Mr. Smith said Tyronn Lue too. Dark Kent said he's not sold on Tyronn Lue. So I guess that's the guy. So it's really a two-man race in your guys' opinion then, right? So let's throw everybody out. Is this really between Nick Nurse and Tyronn Lue? Is that really what it is? Hold on, The Truth, my boy The Truth is in the building. I've been hearing more about Mike D'Antoni. Really? Okay, elaborate on that, The Truth, in the chat. Okay, Nabel said Nick Nurse. Shout out to Nabel. Bucks number 1 said Ty Lue had an injured team, no PG, no Kawhi. Agreed. Amtrak said, I think the Bucks could be waiting to interview someone who's still in the playoff. Like who? Amtrak's like who? Who are you thinking? If you say waiting people in the playoffs, who are you thinking? Big Ken 87 made it in the chat. Shout out to Big Ken. What's good? Yo, I said yo, Ken, what's good? Okay. I guess D'Antoni's in the running still. Okay. The Truth hoping Milwaukee lock in Mike D'Antoni. Okay. Are you concerned at all, The Truth, about D'Antoni's lack of defensive prowess? Does that bother you at all? My boy Young Doka is in the stream. What's good? Like the stream. Shout out to Young Doka. My boy in the chat. Mr. Smith said I said yo. Young Doka said, yo, they love to talk about us when we down. That's the concerning part. When like people said in the chat, we on 16-game winning streaks. You don't hear anything. Soon as we get put out the playoffs, it's all this talk about the Bucks now. We fired Budenholzer because we got put out early. All this talk about the Bucks. I just wish. I'm not saying that when you do wrong that you shouldn't have negative criticism. But can I get a thumbs up when you do good? Shouldn't you get a round of applause? Shouldn't you get a round of applause too? Should you not get a round of applause? I would have thought it would have been all over the internet when we won 16 games. When is the last time something happened like that? I don't know why the Bucks get such a bad shake. And it's with the refs too. It's down to the refs. Lee Bruce said Giannis ain't going anywhere for a long time, if ever. I agree. Or at least I hope so, Lee Bruce. I hope so. The Truth comes in. Okay, Dame likes Bud because he's his type of coach. Just let it fly. No wonder why Dame stay losing. Great point. Great point, The Truth. Great point. That's valid. That's extremely valid. Lee Bruce said Windhorse is diluted as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all keep throwing all these names in the mix now. So Amtrak is saying, I like McMillan too, but I read that he had to talk, they had to talk him into the Hawks job. He might be done coaching? Okay. Okay. Matt Brown, what's up? What's up? We need not even worry about bottom feeder teams. I can't take criticizing from maybe a Coach Kerr, but anybody else can step. We all know Bud's BS with adjustments. That's it. We all know. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear anything from anybody doing any criticizing of the Milwaukee Bucks or what we're doing. if you are not a true Bucks fan, because you can't tell me you watched this whole season with the Milwaukee Bucks and didn't notice that we weren't making adjustments or stopping players or stopping things that were happening and thinking that should be okay. We should just be accepting of that. It's just insane. It's really insane. Max said the truth just dropped a bomb on the chat. Sure did. He stayed dropping bombs. He stayed dropping bombs. Giannis Antetokounmpo says, I'm taking my talent to the Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, right. Nice try, sir. Nice try, sir. Woo! The truth. The truth said Lopez needs to be gone ASAP. He's such a liability. He's a liability defensively when it's not help defense. If he's isolated and he has to guard one-on-one or anything to that, he's fooled. He's definitely fooled, which is why I'm saying he's at his highest value right now for Brook Lopez. Let's pivot to Brook Lopez real quick. Brook Lopez is at his highest value right now. He's 35 years old. Like someone said in the chat, I don't remember who it was. Shout out to you. Someone said, sell high. Brook is at a high point right now. Why wouldn't we consider selling Brook? I said selling, trading Brook right now. Do we really think Brook can duplicate what he did this year at 35? Playing all these games, doing everything he did. I mean, he's definitely in a contract year. We always got to take that into consideration when someone is having great numbers in a contract year. Do we think that Lopez can sustain this type of activity for another year or two? If so, at what cost? At what cost? And unless it's something affordable, I think we should try to move Brook for a younger, more athletic center. Y'all, we have to change the way we play. We have to pick up the pace. Lopez is not going to be able to play a fast break style of offense. We need to pick up the tempo. We got to be real. We need younger, faster guys at all positions. I like Brook. I like everything he's done. He's a smart guy. He's funny. I love all the wrestling anecdotes he has and all that. That's all cool. But we got to be real. He's getting long in the tooth. He's already slow. Do you think he's going to get faster over the next couple years? I don't think so. So I think once we get a new coach in here, then we should try to move Brook. He was in a defensive player of the year candidate. He's at his highest value right now. We got to consider moving Brook, y'all. We got to do it. We got to consider moving Brook. We got to consider moving Brook. We got to. We got to consider moving Brook. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Matt Brown with a great comment. He said Nurkic would be a good fit. But Nurkic is coming off what was that? Didn't he tear his ACL? Do you think he still has a lot left in the tank, Matt Brown? I like Nurkic. He's solid. But do you think he has a lot left in the tank? Mr. Cool said, Amara, Buck has had a great success as a coach the last 5 years, so it stands to reason people won't understand. Correct. But a lot of that was regular season success, though, too, Mr. Cool. Giannis said Lopez is slow. Thank you, Giannis. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. He's very slow. Giannis also says, I'm tired of Lopez. Y'all are wildin'. Tony Tone made it in the chat. Shout out to Tony Tone. No other coach would play Connaughton as much as Bud. I really strongly feel he wouldn't have played Connaughton. Let's give those minutes to Beauchamp or even Crowder. AJ Green, a knockdown shooter. Agreed. He stuck to his guys. He stuck to his guns, and it got him out of job. Period. It got him up out of job. Dark Kent said, don't know about Tyronn Lue. Oh, come on, bro. Okay, how about this, y'all? Nabel said trade Lopez for DeAndre Ayton. Is not happy with the Suns. He's still young. How do y'all feel about DeAndre Ayton? I think he's a solid young big man. But I don't know if he's a fast break style of big man. He seems a little slow already, even though he's young. Okay, Amtrak just came in. They call Lou Belichick because of the adjustments he makes. That's what I want to hear. You know, Hey, Antrax, you know how I feel about Belichick. That's what I want to hear. Young Doka brought in Frank Vogel? I don't know. I'm seeing Sam Cassell's, Doc Rivers. I'm cool on Doc. Michael Urbanek, what up, what up, what up? Good to see you in the chat, sir. Shout out, shout out. Giannis Antetokounmpo said we need guard centers like Embiid and Jokic. Those are rare breeds, sir. I don't know if we can find something like that. I think the closest thing that we could get available would be like a Miles Turner. I think that would be the closest thing that we could get available. I think Miles Turner is trade possible. Let's go through the chat here. I'm just trying to get through everybody's comments. Y'all must going in. Daniel Orton, if Bobby P is upset with Giannis getting Bud on, then he can't leave. He can leave too. Straight up. Yeah, Daniel Orton. Shout out to Daniel. All stay in the chat. Shout out. Gibson Nicholas said, get Nick Nurse. He's a good coach. He's a proven coach. He's definitely a proven coach. I agree. He is a proven coach. But so is Tyronn Lue. They both have championships, if I'm not mistaken. They both are championship coaches. So I don't think you can go wrong either way. I really don't think you can go wrong either way. Max, good point by Max. Bud was like a player coach. Yeah, that's true. I've heard that from a lot of people that Bud was very player-friendly, oriented coach. So that's definitely good, but I need him to be an adjustment-oriented coach, and that's why he's no longer with the Bucks. Mr. Cool said, coaches always stick together. Just Kerr is in Golden State, are the defending champs, so gets more coverage. Great point. True. True. Let's see here. Let me make sure I get through everybody here. Matt Brown said, I'd low-key take SGA over Middleton or Jrue. We'd have a legit... Oh, there's no... Hey, Matt Brown, what are you talking about? Low-key. No, sir. That's high-key. I would take SGA over Middleton or Jrue. Either one. I would give either one up for SGA. He is super explosive. And he's a big guard. Oh, Middleton would be on the first thing smoking out of here if SGA was a possibility, even a small possibility. I would ship Middleton on the first thing cooking out of here. SGA is he's on the upside. Tony Tone, have y'all ever watched Bud's post game comments? He is so vanilla and plain, not a motivate. Again, a lot of people come in here and complain about his post game all the time. I believe like Cynthia, Patricia, Pam, they come in here all the time complaining about Bud post game comments. Brenda said Lopez gallops like a damn giraffe. He's slow, he old, but he has his moments. He has his moments. Mike Urban said, I don't agree with we need younger, faster guys. We just need a coach that knows how to use the pieces we have. I understand what you're saying. There is validity to that, Mike. But the thing is, we still need to get younger. We have people in their too many people in their mid-30s on this team. We need to be in a pace that better suits Giannis. When I say get younger and faster, I'm saying that because that tempo better suits Giannis. Us having an up-tempo, up and down, Giannis likes to run. We should be able to run. We need to build the team around Giannis and his strengths. That's it, period. That's it. I love Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday brings the ball up way too slow, back to the basket. He slows the tempo down. We need to be upbeat. We need to speed up the pace. Why would you have a Giannis, a cheetah on your team and not and make him an elephant? Why? He's a cheetah. Let him run. Run with him. That's what we need to do. So whatever we need to do to make that happen, trade whoever. Trade whoever. I'm on that type of time now. Amtrak said Nurkic is injury prone. That was my concern with him, bro. That's my concern. Passamindo in the chat. Shout out to my boy Passamindo. Sign and trade Brook. He's at his highest point. This best chance of getting value for trading him. That's what I'm saying. Brook is not going to have any more value than he does now. We need to move Brook, bro. We just need to move him. We just need to get him up out of here, too. We need a complete reboot of what we were doing and starting over. I'll tell you, see Giannis done cut his hair off. That's letting you know all you need to know. We've lost before. He never did anything that drastic. That's telling you it needs to be major changes, not minor tweaks. We need a full overhaul. You see what the Lakers did? They did a full overhaul mid-season. Now they're giving Golden State Warriors a run for their money, and they might be going to the Western Conference Finals. That's what happens when you take chances. The Lakers took chances. They traded a Hall of Famer in Westbrook. People would have frowned upon that, but look what happened in the end. Westbrook is out of the playoffs. The Lakers are still there. These moves make sense, y'all. You have to do these things. You have to build around your team. You have to build around your best player and his attributes. Giannis is fast, athletic. We should be fast and athletic along with him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't appreciate Brook or what Jrue has done. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, are they at this stage the best possible players to be playing with Giannis? That's it. That's it. Big Ken said, nah, on Ayton. Okay. You know what? Ayton is getting destroyed right now by Jokic. Pastor Mendo said Ayton looks like he doesn't even want to play basketball half the time. Right. Ayton looks way older than he's supposed to be. Ayton looks like he should be out back making barbecue, not hooping. Lost Ghost Rider was good. Oh, Tony Tom was good. Nah, trade Middleton and Jrue for Levine and DeRozan. I don't know about that. But I do like DeRozan. Everybody know I like DeRozan. My boy Lost Ghost Rider was good. Good to see you in the chat, bro. I want Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson is great for the players, but a lot to handle for management. I've heard numerous times, and I believe even somebody in the chat said they think that he's actually been blackballed due to how he handles with management. It's not the players. Players love Mark Jackson. It's the problems he has with management that's the issue. Amtrak said Ayton is guarding Jokic one-on-one. Give him a break. Nope. Move your feet, sir. Nope. The next coach is going to move Lopez. He's too slow for today's basketball. I agree. That's what I'm saying. He had a good run. He has value now. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. We're going to get our most value now. It's time to move on. Max said Ty Lue is our guy, man. Nurse is going to run our players to the ground. Okay, why you say that, Max? Robert Brooks said Bobby Portis don't like Bud because he favored Pat and Grayson too much. I can believe that. I could believe that. Patricia P, should we bring back Christian Wood as a free agent? Or are you saying it in a trade scenario, Patricia? I do like, we should have never got rid of Christian Wood, in my opinion. That was a mistake on the Bucks' part. I've always liked Christian Wood's game. Mike Urbanek said, yeah, Lou led the Cavs to their first title. Yeah, and I think what he was going through with having LeBron and all that hoopla, and he was able to sustain and keep that ship afloat and to win a championship. That shows the mental toughness that he has as well. Seven Z, this is a valid point. Young players don't know how to win, but they can learn. They got Giannis there. They'll learn. The Truth said Brook did nothing in the playoffs. I won't say that, Brook. Brook has some very solid performances in the playoffs. Not every game, but he definitely had some impactful games. We're not going to do Brook like that. He has some impactful games, The Truth. Christian, man, I wish Houston didn't snatch Udoka so fast. Oh, they were smart. They're not wrong for that. They're not wrong for that. I get it. Brenda said Giannis is a gazelle. Very true. Oh, Tony Jackson, I didn't see you in the chat. Shout out to Tony Jackson. They don't need to change the team too much. The Bucks was the number one team in the NBA for a reason. But, Tony Jackson, we've been the number one team multiple times over Bud's tenure, and we only have one championship to show for it. So the regular season isn't what matters. It's what you do in the postseason that makes you what you are. And Bud has failed multiple times in the postseason. Speaking of getting people out of here, Grayson, Pat, and Middleton are a must go. I'm in full support of that, sir. I'm in full support of that. I'm in full support of that. Okay, Mr. Cool said the Lakers could take chances like that because they sucked before that. Yeah, but we're sucking right now, bro. We got put out the second round last year, first round this year. So what are we doing? So we need changes too. David Jonas said Dame's so accustomed to losing and not getting to the playoffs, he forgot who he plays for. Right. Exactly. If he don't calm down and be quiet so we can try to trade for him and stay out the way. Lee Bruce said Michael Porter Jr. has stunk during these playoffs, man. Yes, he has. And I know that people were mentioning him as a possible option for trading. I'm cool on Michael Porter Jr. and his contract is crazy. I'm cool on Michael Porter Jr., Lee Bruce. I'm cool on dude. Pasamindo said MPJ has been missing in the playoffs consistently. I do not want another guy like that. Yeah, he's a young Middleton. Feast or famine. Feast or famine, Pasamindo, with MPJ. Feast or famine. He has no consistency. Max said, I'm off of Woods too. He's not the guy to replace Brook. Okay. Well, maybe not to replace Brook, but would you want him on the team? Do you think he would be an asset? Patricia P said, we took a chance on Myers Leonard. Why not push the envelope and hire Jackson, who's been blackballed? That's actually a valid point, Patricia. Valid point. Hey, do you guys want us to bring back Myers Leonard? Do you think Myers Leonard would be an asset? Do you guys think we should get Myers Leonard? Oh, the truth said Mark Jackson wasn't blackballed. He ain't that good. Come on, bro. That's not true. Even Clay and Steph and Draymond, they give him credit all the time. 7Z said young players want to make a name and dollars for themselves. They don't want to make sacrifices to win. Example, Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga. Valid point, 7Z. But I think Jordan Poole is from here. Jordan Poole's from the mill, from the north side. He got some money and just changed. That's it. That's all that happened. You got to remember, but last year he was getting buckets. He was doing everything right. They paid him. He fell off. That's why we're talking about Poole like that. They shouldn't have gave him that check that soon. That's the problem. They thought he was the future, and they gave him the check too soon, and he going on $500,000 shopping sprees with Ice Spice. You could have opened up a school here in Milwaukee for that to help these youth, and instead you spending $500,000. You know what? Let me chill out. Let's not even go down that path. I digress. Mac P is in the chat. What's good, bro? What's good? I'm on Twitter. People want Bobby traded for Tyson Jones. What's your thoughts? It depends what else we're getting. We can't just trade Bobby straight up for no Tyson Jones. Like Tyus Jones, I'm not doing that. You got to give me more back than that. Seven Z said Woods is another Portis, all offense and no defense. Exactly. Hey, y'all, we got to be clear with Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis is a fan favorite. You can call him the mayor of the city and all of that. But Bobby P don't play a lick of defense, y'all. Not a lick of defense. Matt Brown said, what about Levine, Beal, or Van Fleet? Out of all of those, I trust Van Fleet the most. Pasamindo said it's difficult to win when your top 10 player has injuries over time. Yep, that's fair. Daniel Orr said, laughing out loud, get Poole. I'm not trying to go in on Poole. He's a young guy. He trying to, you know what I'm saying, figure it out. But I definitely will say that money has changed Poole. And I'm hearing that verbatim from people here locally that he's associated with. So I'll just leave that there. They said he's real Hollywood now. So I'll just leave that there. Matt Brown said, laughing at Ice Splash cash out. Yeah, he did. He cashed out on $500,000, sir. We didn't teach you that on the north side of Milwaukee, sir. That's not how we move here. That's not what we do here, sir. $500,000 on a day. Oh, man, listen. I'd have opened up some type of Bucks Academy for hooping before I did that for the youth. I mean, that was crazy. Man, we gotta do better. We just gotta do better. 7Z said the Grizzlies would not Jones for Porter. Jones is considered one of the best backup point guards. Understood, but Bobby Portis is considered a 6th man of the year candidate, so he's clearly an outstanding backup as well. So I think that Bobby Portis would help them more than Tyus Jones would help us. So that's why I feel we should get back more. I'm not against trading Bobby, but we have to get something back, not just Tyus Jones. Though that would help, because if you get Tyus Jones, now you have a natural point guard. You move then you move Jrue to the 2. Even though Jrue would be undersized at the 2, I still think that would be a good look. I still think that would be a good look because Tyus Jones is a solid defender. Patricia P said, I think Poole would flourish in the mill. He's still upset at Draymond. LOL. Oh yeah, absolutely. I do think he's still upset, but he couldn't come back here. He's created some Patricia P. I'm not gonna get into too much, but let's just say he's created animosity and tension amongst people here due to certain conduct that he's been doing. And I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave that there. I'm not gonna go putting him on blast. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that there. Poole got $100-some million contract, Max. Poole got paid this offseason. That's why he was talking crazy to Draymond, which led to Draymond giving him the 2-piece spicy. Lee Bruce said Bud makes some weird choices. He does, and that's why he's at home. That's exactly why he's at home. Daniel Orr said we need blue chip guys for the Bucks. That means you want it. Not Poole laughing. Yeah, we don't need no Poole. That don't help us. We don't need Poole. Young Doka said Bobby's a soul, so I wouldn't want to trade it. No, I understand that. Young Doka. Yes, he is. I understand that. But if we can get something that makes the team better, you got to look at that. Like they said, Tyus Jones would make... Shout out to my boy 78 for the super chat. Shout out. Let me get to the super chat here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. $5 super chat from my boy 78. Shout out. Man, I wish I knew Poole was tricking like that. I got a few for. Shout out to my boy 78. Shout out to the Money in the Magic. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to the General. What up 78? We gotta connect soon, sir. See? Poole got 142 million. Is Poole worth 142 million? Absolutely not. He's a volume shooter. No, sir. Hard pass. Robert Brooks said, you need a true point guard for Bobby P. Teams like Boston and Miami know how to run him off the 3-point line and cause him to turn the ball over. Bobby is tradable to me, too, depending what we get back. And the reason I'm saying Bobby is tradable, his defense is trash. Bobby does the Matador defense. He just let you go right on by to the basket. He's not giving no resistance. When is the last time y'all seen Bobby? Look, okay, this is not to dump on Bobby, but when have y'all seen Bobby Portis like block a shot or get a steal? Maybe a couple times during the season over 82 games? Bobby P don't play no defense, y'all. I love Bobby P's offense. His bag is outstanding. As far as offensive skill set on the team, Bobby P is in the top 3 of all-around offensive skill set on that team. Guaranteed. But his defense is just as bad as his offense is good, in my opinion. Remember Draymond got a fan kicked out the Bucks for defending Poole? Yeah, I do remember that, Mike. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. But you gotta understand, we on a different type of time here in Milwaukee. And Draymond felt that energy. He felt that north side energy. If you're not used to that, it's gonna throw you off. You definitely gonna want to get people like that away from you. That's a fact. Dark Cat said, "Don't trade Bobby, fam." It depends what we get back, bro. We can't say no one is off limits, bro. Dark Cat, you know I mess with Bobby heavy, bro. But if it means to get this team better, we got to take those chances. We can't be scared to go all in with all the chips to try to get the best team possible around Giannis. That's what this is about, y'all. We love Bobby. Bobby is the mayor. Bobby is the mayor. I heard somebody in the somebody said when we were at the game, Bobby Porter could hit me with a car, and if he ran for mayor, I would still vote for Bobby. That let me know everything I needed to know about how this city supports Bobby, and I get it. But sometimes when things go left like it's gone for the Bucks since we won a championship, we need to retool and revamp all around. Sometimes you just got to clean house and start over. Do we think, even with a new coach, we still got to get younger, y'all? We got to be real. We got to get younger. We still don't know what's going on with Jay Crowder, another aging veteran on the team. Ingles. We have a lot of aging veterans on the team. Lopez, aging veterans. Why would we not want to insert some youth? You just got to. You got to play younger. Even Steve Kerr, he's playing Kuminga. He's playing Poole. He's playing these younger players. You have to play the young guys. You can't depend on 35-plus-year-old people playing 40 minutes. It's not going to work. We got to get some youth in here, y'all. The only youth we have on this team is Beauchamp and AJ Green. Let's be real. Let's talk about it. Y'all want to talk about this age thing? Who do we have on this team that's young besides Beauchamp and AJ Green? We traded away Mamu. We traded away Ward. Who do we got to look forward for the young Bucks? Who are the young Bucks coming up? That's it. It's just Beauchamp and AJ Green. They barely get time. So we need to get more influx of that. Because look, when they're on the court, they're playing hard. They're hustling. They scrambling for loose balls. They doing all of that. You don't see the old guys diving on the floor like that and doing all that anymore. They're old. They're veterans now. We need youth, y'all. I don't understand why y'all are so against this youth movement. Amtrak's Bobby P gets boards. I understand that, sir. But he doesn't play defense. That's my problem. His defense is the problem. So, Amtrak's, would you give up Bobby P for Tyus Jones and other considerations? Hey, look at what Pasamindo said, y'all. The whole team other than Giannis and Thanasty is tradable. I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. I am definitely with that. Hey, Amtrak's, his role ain't to be a star. Hey, you're not going to come on here capping for Bobby P. Just say he don't play no defense, sir. Just say that. That's what you want to say, but you won't say it. Just say Bobby P don't play defense and we can move on. That's all I'm saying. Bobby P is great offensively. I've said out of the talent on the team, offensively, he's top 3. He's top 3, period. Lee Bruce with the throwback. Hey, imagine what this team would have been like, though, if Jabari did snap both his ACLs. That's a good point. Lee Bruce, that's a great point. Jabari was doing work before that. That's a good point. Lee Bruce said number 3 overall pick no longer in the league is crazy. Yeah, it happens. Patricia P said Jordan Clarkson, but I don't think he plays D either. I think he would be more inclined to play defense on a team that he thinks can win a championship. That's at least what I think. I feel like he would play harder. I like Jordan Clarkson. I think he's more consistent offensively than Middleton. Tim Jones made it in the chat. What up, Tim? Whoever the next coach is will maximize the players that fell off. That's the end of Bud's system. Okay, but are you saying that you want to keep this team intact and give it another run, Tim Jones? Or are you saying with additions and subtractions and things like that? Matt Brown said Bobby P got more pool than Cavalier Johnson. That's not even an LOL. That's a fact. That is a fact. Matt Brown, you wild for saying that, but that's actually true. Okay, Matt Brown said just get Hield and Turner. For who, though? I don't think... So what are you saying for like Middleton and Brook? You would take Hield and Turner? I would prefer Halliburton over Hield, I think. And then that will solve our issue at guard, too. I would probably prefer Halliburton, to be honest. Christian said we should have never let PJ go. He's making things happen for these weak Sixers. Is he, though? Really? I've seen some of his stat lines and they look real suspect. Maybe he's doing things outside the box where I know that. But do you really think that if we had PJ Tucker, it would have made a difference in the Miami series or in the series last year with the Celtics? I don't think that it would have made a difference if we had PJ Tucker. Things might have been tighter, but I can't say he would have put us over the top. But I do like his will and determination. Mr. Cool said we need to look at the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics and how we can match up with coaching and roster-wise. I don't see no other teams being an issue. That's a fact. Great point, Mr. Cool. Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come in the building, please. It's free, y'all. Shout out to Bucks Nation. Shout out to the chat. I agree. That's what we do need to do that, but we still need to build around Giannis. Giannis is what's key to this whole thing, yo. We got to build around Giannis and his attributes. Just like when Dwight Howard was in Orlando, they built around him being in the post and getting doubles, so they had shooters around him. We need to work towards Giannis' strengths, y'all. The truth, there you go. Jrue, Lopez, and Bobby's the top Bucks trade bait in that order. What about Middleton? You don't got Middleton in there, the truth? Nabel said we got a lot of 30 on this roster. Yeah, we do. That's what I'm saying. We gotta get younger somehow. Between the lines says salute, Amara, salute. Miami about to do New York. Damn, the Bucks supposed to be there. Please end this season. This I think in the long run, y'all, this would be a blessing in disguise because if this didn't happen, they would have had reasons to keep Bud. Trust me, y'all, we gonna get another banner, and this is part of the cleansing process. We have to get rid of Bud. We gotta make some personnel changes. If we would have even got to the second round or third, they would have kept Bud, y'all. This needed to go down like this for us to get rid of Bud. There was no other way. We needed to take this nasty L in order to get Bud out of there. That's literally why it happened, y'all. That's literally why it happened. Don't worry, we're going to be back. Wait till we get this new coach. Everything will make sense. Jabari was so nice when he was healthy. Hate how it turned out for him. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Pasamindo. Definitely unfortunate. 7Z said, at Amara's logic, Pacers will not trade Halliburton. He's the franchise player. Understandable. That's why I said I wanted it. Understood. That's why I said I would want Halliburton. Max said, man, if we could get Halliburton, I'd give up Middleton and Bobby. That's too much. But I understand what you're saying, Max. I get it. The truth said, people got to understand we got to make salary cap moves, so main pieces has to be moved. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have salary cap issues for sure. That's why I was bringing up Lopez. We've been bringing up Bobby P and Middleton. Those are the biggest pieces that we can move as far as to relieve some cap space. PJ Tucker is not an $8 million a year guy. I agree. Let me get through here. So many comment. I appreciate all this comment, Bucks Nation. I love chopping it up with y'all. Exactly 81 Sleepy Z's. This is what I'm saying. We need to get younger like the Lakers did. They cashed in all them old dudes and revamped with young gunners. And now look, they giving Golden State all types of smoke. I don't know if they'll win the series, but look how that changed their whole season. The Lakers getting younger changed their whole season. They went from being out of the playoffs to in the playoffs, and LeBron had nothing to do with that playoff run. That was all the young guys. We got to understand that does help. Youth helps. We got to understand that, y'all. Max said we can't pay Khris, man. I don't want to pay Khris. Me, can you stand the rain? Playoffs, Brewers, Aaron Rodgers gone. I can't wait till football. Right? Can you stand the rain? Shout out to Daniel Ord. Shout out to New Edition. That is a classic song. Can you stand the rain? Classic song. If you don't know who New Edition is, you Google that. YouTube. Electrifying group. Shout out to my boy. But Patricia said we can be a little younger if we utilize the young bucks we have. Green and Marjon have potential if they can just get some people. All that's gonna change with the new coach, Patricia. That's all gonna change. That's why I think we haven't made these moves yet. As soon as we get a coach, you're going to see some definite roster changes. Max said, I'm so nervous on what we'll do with him and Brook. It's going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. Tony Jackson said, we need to get Ivy in quickly. I don't think the Knicks will give up quickly. Nah, I think he's shown way too much promise to when we had a chance to trade for him before the trade deadline, that was our best opportunity, I think, for quickly. He's shown way too much upside. I don't think the Knicks will give up on him. Max said everything's got to be in link with what Giannis wants because we ain't going to trade him. If he don't extend, Bucks are on the clock. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We need to build around Giannis. Yeet. I've been seeing we're most likely getting Nick Nurse. That's what I think is the safest bet. But I wouldn't mind Tyronn Lue either. Shout out to Yeet. Good to see you in the chat, bro. Daniel Orr said, great song. Absolutely. Classic. Classic. 7Z said, D'Antoni's system is letting the PG makes all the decisions and lots of play, pick and roll. The Bucks don't have that kind of point guard. I don't know. Well, if we still keep Jrue, he might be capable of running that, but we need the coach to emphasize that, though, too. A lot of what we don't know what Jrue can do under a new coaching system. Jrue might be capable. I don't know. Dark Kent said we might have a gem on the bench if they get an opportunity to play. I think we have two gems on the bench. I think Marjon and AJ Green both can play. And I think when we get a new coach, you guys will see that they really got game, especially Marjon. I think Marjon is going to be explosive. And he got a lot of dog in him, I can already see. 801 Sleepy Z said, what happened to Cam Reddish? Didn't he go to like Portland or something? I think he went to Portland, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the chat. There we go. 7Z. Reddish is in Portland. See? Patricia P said, whatever coach we get, please let the guards handle the ball. That is all. It would be helpful. It would be helpful. The Truth said Cam a free agent. How do you feel about Cam? Damn, Mike, you came in with the smoke, didn't you? Nurse just better bring a chip next year, period, if he comes in. That's it. I agree. He needs to bring a chip here. And he will. Once we get him in here, we get the right players, we'll be good to go. I wish he would bring Scotty Barnes with him, though. I like Scotty Barnes. 7Z said Jrue is not a point guard. He's masquerading. I agree. There will be no roster changes not until after the season starts. We'll see how the new coach develops the team. So you don't think we're going to do something in the offseason, Mr. Cool? We got to make a move, bro. I can't see us not making a move. I can't see it. Antrax said lukewarm. Okay. Vukovic has terrible plus-minus efficiency rating issues. That's why I don't want to give Vukovic. He's good offensively, can stretch 4 or stretch 5, can shoot the 3 and all that. But his plus-minus while he's on the court is terrible. That's why the Bulls would want to move him. Daniel Orton dropping some info. Hey, do you guys know the Packers have the youngest team in the NFL, but the Bucks got the oldest? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? We need to get younger. You can't be scared. We can't be scared, Daniel. We can't be scared. 7Z. Yeah, he plays no defense. He gets cooked. I agree. Tim Jones, you like Vukovic? Nah, I'm cool on Vukovic. Max said if Lonzo wasn't so injured, he'd be the perfect fit for the Bucks. I agree. He would be nice, but he'll never be healthy, I don't think. That's a great. I don't think either one would be too expensive. Robert Brooks said I'll bring in both Cams for cheap. Reddish and I agree. They can't be asking for more than $10 million a year. They're not worth that. Probably less than that, to be honest. Especially Cam. Reddish. Lonzo Ball has a big market fever. We'll see. They said his knee's still jacked up. I don't know if he'll even come back to basketball, to be honest, the truth. Tony Jackson said people are taking Nick Nurse. He didn't do anything with the Raptors. They got rid of him for a reason. Coaches all get fired for a reason. All we're saying is We at least just want to. The reason we're even pushing for Nick Nurse, Tony Jackson, because at least he makes adjustments. We're just asking for someone to lead the Bucks that can make adjustments. That's all we saying. That's it. That's all we saying. That's it. That's it. And I think that we need to consider him and others that make adjustments. That's all. But I've been on here about an hour, y'all. Appreciate everybody chiming in and chopping it up with your boy about Bucks Nation and what we got going on with Nick Nurse. These chats are going to continue to happen as things pop up in the news, and we're going to continue to talk about the rest of the playoffs. Maybe we'll just go live and talk about the rest of these weak teams in the playoffs. But we're going to continue chopping this up, y'all. I really appreciate everybody stopping through, hitting the like button. Please hit the like button on your way out as well. Appreciate it. But y'all, we got to be real. We got to get a coach that makes adjustments. We got to get younger. We got to make tough decisions about Middleton, Jrue, and Brook. We got to be real. And even Bobby. We got to be real. Those players have the highest value. We cannot be scared to trade to get better and to get younger, y'all. We cannot be scared. And as more things come up about coaching, I'm gonna post it in the community tab, and we're going to talk about it live, y'all. I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks news. We just been talking about the who can be the best option for the Bucks head coach, and if we should trade Brook Lopez. We gonna continue to have these conversations, and we got man, it's the best chat on YouTube. I keep saying it. It's the truth. Shout out to the truth. But this is the best chat. Look at all this intellectual talent in the chat here, dropping nothing but science. I love it. I love it. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content. I will see y'all soon, and we're going to continue to chop it up, y'all. Gone.